Welcome back to my third episode on my welding channel. And in today's episode, I will be making a flower of all of these like washers and stuff. And these small ones too, if it focus. And this is gonna be like the stem. This is just like all the materials I have. That was my door. But that's like all the materials I had from like down here, and this just full of random stuff. Then I went to Home Depot. Then I bought this, and I already measured it. I also bought some washers right here. This one's gonna be like a bigger flower. And I got this metal from just down here. I already measured it. I'm gonna cut it there and here. Then I'm gonna weld it right there. And I'm gonna make this one and another one as like the leaves, and then another one for like the middle of the flower, and then the rest, like the smaller ones, like the leaves going around it. So that's gonna be one flower. I'm gonna be doing this one first, just to like a hand for it. So this is kind of like my mini prototype. Then I'm gonna do my real one right there. And I smudged my marker that I just got it working. But yeah, I said but yeah a lot in my last episode. So I'm just gonna try to not say but yeah a lot in this episode. So yeah. I'm gonna be now saying so yeah now. Okay, so I'm out here on my welding table. I just cleaned it up from last video because it was really dirty. I also wiped down my helmet because it was also really dirty. But then this right here, like I said, was gonna be our stem. And then I already marked it, but I'm gonna be grinding away that because that's where I'm gonna be welding it, right there. I also marked this to weld it. But then these right here, these bent ones, because I already bent it, are going to be my leaves to go on like the stem, like one here and like one on the other side. And this is right here is gonna be my centerpiece. Oh, my notebook just went right on me just because of the wind. But then these are going to be going all around it, just like there. Then there'll be like more closer, and then there's gonna be a little gap down here for this to actually be. So that's what I'm going to be making. But oh, there goes our car if you can hear it. But then I am going to be grinding it away and like preparing the metal to be able to be welded. So let me go get my grinder and put on the right attachment. Okay. So I just plugged my grinder in from the outlet over there. And then I already showed you this, but I already marked off this one, then this right here to grind. Then I didn't show you that this is where I'm gonna grind away also to put these here. And these two lines are where I'm also gonna grind if you didn't figure that out. Then I'm gonna be grinding away this whole edge right here. And these three are like probably the most dirtiest, so I'm just gonna do those because these are like pretty clean. So I'm just gonna do those for this, but I'm gonna still go around the whole thing just for those all. And then I'm using the flap disc to do this all. But then for something weird, that this is actually 4.5, and then right here this is 4.5, as you can tell. But I have to take off the guard because the disc is just a little bit bigger. So I don't know if it's like the guard, like the flap disc, but I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing all this. I'm probably gonna time lapse it. So yeah. Okay, so I just hooked up this, like clamped it down. It's a little sketchy with that one. And I also have this one clamped down because when I'm done with that, I'm gonna move to this one. And I also have this clamp here to do all those when I'm done with these two. Got my safety glasses, my grinder, my headphones, my gloves, and then I need to go get my respirator. And then before that, in my welding notebook, I put down everything. Up here I got all my materials and stuff. Then down here I got the recommended there's a car going by, and then I also got the recommended welding settings for this and this, because those ones are a little thicker. So I did a separate one for the leaves and stuff, because this is like thinner than that. So down here I did the recommended for the smaller ones, and then I did what I did here. Up here I did what I did for the thicker ones, and here I'm gonna draw a picture of what it looks like after. I also, the ones keep on blowing it over, so I'm putting my gloves there, keep it down. So I changed my mind, like these going all around, instead of having it like go like them around here. I'm gonna do a full circle. Then I'm just gonna like place it like tilted going down here, because it was like a little cramp in here, because there was always gonna be one like going off if I had to have a gap. So I just said screw it, and I'm just putting it all, instead of having a gap, so I'm gonna do it like tilted. That makes sense. I don't know, you guys will see. So I'm gonna do a time lapse of me grinding away it all. So let's go right into it. Okay, so I just got done grinding it away, and as you can see, I didn't like do this right here, like these two, because I already bent it for like the flower. So I'm just gonna use sandpaper to try to get as much rust and stuff off as I like can for that. So I'm gonna do that right after I'm done filming this one. But then I couldn't really get in that, but I don't really think I need to for that one. Then this, I went all the way around. I am marked where I'm gonna put these. And then like the washers were really hard to like clamp down, because they were like so small. There's like nothing to like actually put there. It was just like kind of weird. So I'm gonna like probably put something there. New project. But yeah, this right here is pretty hard to like and like these roofs here, like really hard to like get in it. So I hope that I did good enough job right there. But I'm gonna go and use some sandpaper on this. I'm not gonna film it because it's gonna be a nice simple job. I'm gonna use the ones that I got from Home Depot yesterday. Okay, so I just finished sandpapering it. I ripped it. I ripped this section off from that right there. So I got most of it off, if you could tell already from the both. It doesn't really have to be perfect, because this is kind of like a prototype one. So I'm gonna go and set up all my welding stuff to weld it. So I just got the generator out of the shed there and put it over here. And I got the power outlet plugged in there. I also got this clamped down because I'm gonna be welding this one first. And I got that hooked up to there because I can't really find any good place to put it, so I'm just putting it right there. All my other, got my tools here. Got my stuff to dip into there. There goes my helmet, and then gloves. I set the settings to the spot I think is gonna be good. Might have to change them later, but yeah, I'm gonna be time lapsing this, and I'm gonna be welding these first, then that on, then that separate, then that on. So I'm gonna go right into it. I just got more gas in the generator, and I don't put like that much in because my dad wants to put this other gas in that like runs better during the winter, because I'm still gonna weld in the winter. So I'm gonna like have to like just use up that much until we can put the new gas in. But I chipped away and cleaned all the welds and stuff right there. Then to get the gas actually took 4 days. So this is 4 days. But then in here, during that time, I got my welding jacket finally. It's an early Christmas present from my mom and dad. It's a little too big because they don't really make kid sizes for stuff. Like this is a small on the website, but now instead of using like this big sweatshirt that has a hole in it, this will work way better. So I'll just cut right to right when I'm done welding the stem on it. because I'm not going to videotape that. So let's go right. Okay, so I just got done welding on that. I unplugged it right there. And I just tacked in every single bit right here. And I put it on like these two things so that when I had this right here, I just put it in between. So instead of having it like on this, I'd have like an elevated and easier to like clamp it in. But now I'm gonna be cleaning it and chipping it away. I'm probably gonna do a time lapse of that. So we're gonna go right into it. So I just finished cleaning up and chipping it away. As you can see, it's not hot anymore because barely put any power in. But I just tacked in all sides here. This is gonna be the side that's showing. I'm gonna be spray painting it. Right here, there's like this little gap, and that is like, if I show you, it's gonna go like right there, kinda. So that gap's gonna like work out perfect. But now I'm gonna be welding that onto that. I think I'm gonna time lapse me doing this one, but it's just gonna be a simple tack weld. Then I'm probably gonna clean it during the time lapse too. So now that I welded this on, I just realized that I put this on the wrong way. But then kind of did like a 3 tack weld right there. But now I'm gonna spray paint it just like this to give it a little like chalky, no, mist gray is what it is. I don't know, it's just something I had. I just want to like spray paint it. So I think I'm just gonna time lapse me of actually spray painting it, another time lapse, and I will show you guys when it's all dried. But then I'll start working on the other flower. Like this one was my prototype, so I didn't really care that I did a hole right there because this is like testing stuff, and I messed it up like on the wrong side. So I'm gonna go time lapse me of spray painting it right now. So in like the last clip, you saw me spray painting my backyard over there. And in the meantime, when that's drying, I'm gonna be making the second flower. But this one's like the real deal because the other one, like I said, was a prototype for like this one, just to see like a use of like building flowers. But this one's actually gonna be going to somewhere. So I'm just gonna be showing you guys. I'm gonna be cutting it right here. And this is like the stem of the flower. I'm also gonna be cutting it here because this is gonna go like right there and it's gonna tilt. It's gonna be bigger because he wants it bigger. So I need to like do it longer. As you can see, I was gonna do it here, but then I'm like, wait, I don't want it to fall over when I'm almost done. So just to be safe, if it's too long, I can cut it again. But I'm gonna be cutting it right here, and I'm gonna use like the thick disc to like clean up the edges. I forget what the name is, but right here is going to be like the leaf area. I'm gonna weld that all together. And as you can see, it's gonna be a lot bigger because he wanted it bigger. So I went to Home Depot and I bought washers and this right here. I had this in my workshop in there, I like to call it. But the other one, like for the leaves, I bent them, but these are like way thicker. And I'd need a torch to be able to bend them. I don't really have a torch to bend them. And he didn't really care that they were bent. So I'm just gonna leave them unbent. Unless he really, really wants to, then I have to like buy a torch or find some method of, like heating it up so I could bend it. But I'm gonna be cutting this here and here, and cleaning up the edges. Okay, so I didn't record it, but I cut and grinded with this. I cut this one to length and also grinded it, if you can tell. Same with this one, I cut this one. I also grinded it. So now I'm gonna cut to actually welding it, because I really don't need, because it's already like pretty much cleaned. I already kind of cleaned this one already. Those right there are already shiny, so don't even need to use the flap disc to clean it. So I can just go right into welding. So I think I might time lapse this one too, but yeah. Okay, so I just got done with welding it, and I got some of the splatter off, kinda. But then I'm purposely tilting it, if you could like see, because I want it to be like kind of balanced, if you guys know. But he said that it was okay, so now I'm going to be welding the 2 leaves on, and then putting all that together, putting it on top. So let's do this. Okay, so I just finished putting the 2 leaves on. If you want to zoom up, just 2 tacks, one in the front and one in the back of them. And then I also cleaned it up and used the chipping for that. But then like last time, I'm gonna use something like this. I put these 2 things so I can have this on. Then I just weld the flower top right here. So I'm gonna be doing that right now. So I just finished welding all the pleats together, tack welding. And then I also cleaned it all too, as you can probably see, but he wants it this way. But look how cool this ends like. I'm gonna be spray painting it, so you probably won't really be able to see it, but all that I need to do now is, if I spin this around, is to weld it on right there. So I'm gonna just go right into it. I'm gonna come back to you guys when I'm done. It's all cleaned. Then I'll also do a time lapse of me like spray painting it, and then the final result. So I just picked this up, and this one is done drying, as you can tell. But I didn't do the bottom, but I did everything else, the back and all around. So this one's complete. This one was just a prototype, so I'm probably just gonna give it off to one of my siblings. But now this one's done. I'll just have to finish the other one. As you can see, this is welded on. The top pedals are welded on, and I did it facing like the other way. See, I wanted it like this. But I just said a little tack right there, and just one right there. I already cleaned it and chipped it and everything. So I'm just gonna cut into me taping it up and spray painting it for the colors that he wants it. I'm probably just gonna tape it off camera, then spray paint it in like one section, because this is gonna take a little bit to actually dry, because it's kind of sprinkling. So I'm not gonna really like do it when it's sprinkling. So I'm gonna have to like kind of wait it out. But yeah, that's the final result with it almost done. So I just finished spray painting. I'm waiting for it to dry. But when it dries, I'll take it all off, and I'll like look at all the spots like right there. I didn't get orange right up into it, so I got a paintbrush and stuff. Now I'll just like fix it. But I'll show you guys the after result after it's all done drying and I touched it up and everything's off. So I just finished taking off all the like paper and stuff, and I touched it up and everything. Sorry, there's my neighbor's dogs. But I touched it up like all the boxes. There was actually a lot, and it's still kind of drying. But this is it for the video, and I hope you guys like it. This took me like all day plus the other one. I was outside all day and also mowed with my dad because he has a landscaping / mowing business for a couple hours. But yeah, this is the final project. He chose the colors, remember that. I didn't. but I think it turned out really well for not knowing at all how to build a flower. So see you guys in the next episode. I think I'm gonna be building a holder for my gun on my cart, and I think that's gonna be posted on Monday or Tuesday or on Sunday, one of those. Halloween. Yeah, also Halloween tomorrow. So happy Halloween, guys. So see you guys later.